of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Here's Winston. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's complete to Chris Conley. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Good one, able to haul it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Muhammad. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lambo is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he stopped immediately there. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Taking it about the 16.
Nah, man, I ain't stupid, bro.
Official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Jameis now on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Winston. To the left side here for Eifert. And he takes it in. Touchdown.
Man, I hate that pause games. I can't even take a bullet out of there. Man, it's slow.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And there's a situation where it's a tight end. Once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It must not be sitting on Tennessee playbook, because this is not their playbook, bro. I should have checked the playbook before I put together.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Tannehill on 1st down. Flushed out right. They'll run it. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Me.
You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot.
All these freaking quarterbacks, man, awareness, carrying is like negative
He
100,
always has
bro.
to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
After the sack on first down, Winston. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Muhammad. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. With Muhammad. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit Bader. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Tannehill now to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill on 3rd down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Titans are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not.
catch as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
It's incomplete.
Oh, come on, man. Dang, man.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements
into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
I promise I can't stay in this game, bro. I mean, ain't nothing I can do, bro. You dropping wide open passes, bro. I don't get it, bro.
Interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 24, Winston. And Conley's got it over the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot in the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And that one rolls out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
What the... Bro, I threw it to the receiver outside, bro. That was going deep. I don't know what that was.
About being too cautious because because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And some room to run now. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jacob Hollister, 75 yards. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
16. Titans 14.
Shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They go play action. Winston. And he was hit as he
pick the
threw it
ball,
there.
man.
Forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Winston now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Freaking right there, man.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside.
All these injuries. Come on, man.
A good pickup there, 22.
What's going on?
It certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the
Three people that got hurt.
should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Jameis again. And he fends him off. Eluding the pressure right. And Winston lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar.
Man, come on.
And so Jacksonville will keep control. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot,
That's
CD,
great,
and
man.
they almost gave that one up in the
What?
red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league,
What?
they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Yeah, they're doing something. Wait a minute.
Winston from the gun on third down. Forced out to his left. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Lambo will put this one through, and it will push the lead up to 5. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
I just can't catch a freaking break.
Blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And it gets
Anybody on this team, catch the ball.
There's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Somebody got to make a play. Somebody.
Something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up the first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30.
Let's go. About time, bro.
He's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And how about the decision here to go for it?
Here, stay on that.
Really go for it. I never would have guessed that that's what they were going to do. Let's give them a ton of credit there. They got to pay off for a big play.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
About time they gave me some soup.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
But we always talk about good.
Yeah, this ain't Tennessee playbook, bro. I don't know who playbook this is.
That means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything.
Hush.
A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
from the red zone now, Tannehill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not...
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there.
I wasn't even looking at the ball, bro. His back was turned the whole time.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. Now look at this. They get the turnover.
Let's go, Dory.
It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Dory Jackson. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags...
Did he... Man, boy, why did he do all that? Just slide, nigga.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there.
This man dope, bro. Like, bro, he best for the rest of the season. For the rest of the season, bro.
Take care of the ball.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. And time finally.
Every time he get tackle, he never fumble the ball. Every time, man, come on, man.
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Well, this is taken in. It's good.
You have got to be kidding me, bro.
30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
And the Jaguars first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes.
This man caught that.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And
Yeah, then they're going to cost me the game, bro.
be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go again with Muhammad. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him.
I'm gonna say this nigga was hurt. How he get back in the game? Come on, man.
Timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Cottrell. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon.
Y'all gonna cheat and put him back in the game, even though he hurt?
Be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know.
See, he was out for the rest of the game.
If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with
Next time I make sure I put the right freaking playbook, because this playbook is so trash.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down.
Yeah, no fumble.
Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Being chased out left. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside play.
And the kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure they don't call the football at the end. Just take care of it, and the victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jaguars, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
What's the name, boo-boo?